A world born under the gaze of the goddess, divided into 9 races: dragon youths who breathe storms, elves who sing to nature, anifolk with monstrous strength, dwarves who craft miracles from metal, demonkin wreathed in flames, dark elves who command the night, beast folk with primal instincts, and finally, humans, fragile. In a small human village, a young man named Light stood before his home, his travel pack slung across his back. His mother's eyes were wet with pride, his father's smile strained with worry. Light waved one last time, a spark of determination in his eyes. He wasn't born strong, nor blessed by gods, but he would become someone who could change his family's fate. That he is planning to become the greatest adventureso. He goes to the city. Light's first destination is the Adventurers Guild. The receptionist smiled politely as Light approached, clutching his application. "First time registering?" she asked. Light nodded eagerly. "Yes, my name's Light, and I've come to be an adventurer." She then asked him if he has any gift. "Oh, right," Light said proudly. "My gift is called the Unlimited Gacha." Light demonstrated. Something appears on his hand. It spin and spit out a small wooden card. From Ida Bended Poon appeared tries to make some good items, but all were dump things. "I see," she said flatly. He was given F rank, the lowest of all, and assigned basic labor tasks: collecting wood, carrying bricks, clearing rubble. Still, he smiled and accepted it. Everyone starts small, right? After working hard the whole day, by sunset, his hands were blistered, his clothes filthy, and his pay barely enough for bread. But then a group of beast folks bumped into him, on purpose. His pouch fell. "Watch where you're going, trash," one growled, then picked his money as compensation. Trembling, he says, "Please, that's all I have." A fist smashed across his cheek. The laughter around him was cold, and no one helped. No one even looked. As he sat there, a hand extended toward him. "Are you okay?" He looked up and froze. A beautiful elf girl stood before him. Behind her were 8 others, each from a different race, armored and radiant. Their leader smiled kindly. "Don't worry, we're not like them." They introduced themselves as the Concord of Tribes, a group formed to unite all 9 races and end discrimination. Their leader, Sasha, an elf archer; Gru, a beast folk warrior; Drago, the Dragonuda; Diablo, the demonkin; Oboro, the anifolk; Nano, the dwarf engineer; Sion, the dark elf; and Santer, the centaur. They explained they needed one last member, a human, to complete the balance of their team. So they offered him to join them. Light, eyes shining, accepted immediately. For the first time, someone needed him. Days later, they entered the Abyss Dungeon, a legendary labyrinth of darkness. The air inside shimmered with mana. Monsters howled in the distance. Light stayed close to the group, trembling slightly as shadowy beasts lunged from every corridor. Sasha's arrows split the air, Drago's blade cut through scales. But Light couldn't do anything. "He is useless," she then checked him for any injury. The others teased her immediately, and laughter filled the cavern. For a brief moment, Light forgot the world's cruelty, but when they ventured deeper, that warmth began to fade. At one point, Gru stopped. "This place is good," he said, scanning the chamber. The others nodded. Light blinked, then mentioned he is making tea. He started unpacking his herbs again. "I'll make tea." Then he is told to stop since he is getting banned from the group. Drago crossed his arms. "You're being banished from the party." Laughter turned to venom. They mocked his weakness, his pathetic skill, the way he slowed them down. The kindness, the smiles, all fake. Light's voice trembled. "But why?" Gru's claws flashed. Blood splattered. "Orders from above," he growled. "We were told to keep an eye on you. Thought you might be a maestro. But you're just trash." Light staggered back, clutching his face. Light ran, limping, crying, stumbling through the dungeon halls. But a whistle cut the air. Sasha's arrow pierced his leg. He crashed to the floor, pain exploding through him. Behind him, their footsteps echoed. "Pathetic human," someone muttered. "Can't even die properly." Light tried to crawl, dragging himself across the cold stone, his blood painting a trail. "Why?" he gasped. "Why me?" Then suddenly he activated a transportation trap. The team tries to finish him before he get transported, but it didn't succeed. The light swallowed him whole. That he woke in silence. The air was thick, suffocating with mana, the lowest floor of the abyss that he tried to stand, but his legs screamed in pain. Then, the ground trembled that a level 1000 monster emerged from the darkness, scales black as night, its roar shaking the stone. Light's heart raced. He couldn't move. He couldn't fight, but even as death loomed over him, his trembling hand lifted. "I'm not dying here." He activated his Unlimited Gacha. The sigil appeared, spinning wildly, brighter and faster than ever before. Then, light burst across the chamber that a gentle yet commanding voice echoed. "How dare you threaten my master?" A beautiful maid descended from the radiance. She raised her hand, and the monster disintegrated in an instant. The air fell silent again. Light blinked, stunned. "W2?" She kneeled before him, her tone soft yet proud. Then healed him. "My deepest apologies for healing you without consent, Master." "Master?" "Yes. My name is May, the ever-seeking maid, level 9999, summoned through your Unlimited Gacha." Light could only stare. "Wait, what? From my gacha? That's impossible." She smiled. "Impossible? You underestimate yourself." With his permission, May analyzed his ability, and what she found shocked even her. His true stats were hidden beneath powerful seals. His skill wasn't weak, it was too strong, simply limited by the mana density of the area. "Up there," she explained, "where mana is thin, your gacha produces junk. But here, in the abyss, where mana flows like an ocean, you can summon miracles." Light's lips trembled. All this time, he wasn't cursed, just blind. He clenched his fist, tears mixing with laughter. "I see. So that's what it was." He tells her all the things he has been through. May, feeling his pain, hugs him. Then, when May asked permission to execute those who betrayed him, Light shook his head. "No," he said quietly. "I'll get stronger. I'll make them see. With my own hands." May smiled gently, kneeling again. "As you wish, my master. Feeney will help you achieve your wish." With a flick of his hand, Light activated his Unlimited Gacha once more in the abyss. The abyss, once a grave of despair, now gleamed with blinding radiance. Light took his first step toward destiny, deciding to build his kingdom, which will help him in his revenge. The once forgotten boy, the worthless human, had finally awakened the truth hidden within his soul and deep beneath the world. In the darkness no one dared to tread. A new legend quietly began to breathe. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss one of those flashy recaps.